Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well. So guys, in today's video we'll see how we can use data sources in Terraform. So this is also one of the very important concept of Terraform, and we have to have used this concept whenever we work in live projects. So let's start our today's video. So guys, in today's video, we'll firstly see that what is resource block in Terraform, and then we'll see what is data source in Terraform. So there are two types of block that we use. Resource block we have used multiple times in our previous videos, but today we'll see a new block, that is data source block in Terraform. And then we'll see how we can use both resource and data source block in the same file. And once we understood the concept, then we'll move to the practical demo related to the same. So let's first understand that what is resource block and what is data source block and what is the difference. So a resource block declares a resource of a specific type with a specific local name. So in our previous examples also, what we did, we created just a resource like resource group, then we provide a local name and we create resource group. So in case of resource group, we always create a new resource on cloud. Okay, but in case of data source block, we are declaring in the same manner we are declaring a resource block with a specific local name. But the difference between resource block and data block is that data block will query the existing resources on cloud and then incorporate the info related to those resources into your Terraform configuration. So how we can understand this concept is that suppose if something is created on the cloud and we want to use that particular resource related feature in our Terraform configuration, then we need to use these data source block. So let's see how the resource block looks and how the data source block looks. So if we'll move forward to the next slide, then in this slide, this is basically the resource block that we have used in our, I think, all examples that we have seen in our previous videos. So this block we were using every time we were creating Terraform code. So here resource is basically the keyword that we need to use to create any resource on cloud, and this is basically the name of the resource that we need to provide in first double quote so that this particular resource should get create over the cloud, and this example is the local name of this particular resource block. And once this particular resource block will create over cloud, so what will be the name of that resource, what will be the location of that resource that we need to create on cloud. So in this way we declare resource block, so we are aware about it. But what is data source block then? So in case of data source block, we need to use in the similar manner. We need to use not resource here, rather we need to use data here, and the same resource name, whatever we were using in case of resource, we'll use the same. And local name, we can use any name of our choice. So that is not example is the only one. We can use any name of our choice. And then we need to pass certain parameters that is mandatory for data. So from where we'll get this syntax? So we'll go to the registry.terraform.io, or from there we'll search that what is the data block related to that particular resource. We'll copy that code and then we'll incorporate that code in our Terraform configuration. So in this way we declare data source block. And how we can use both the block? So suppose in our previous all examples where we have created virtual machines, multiple virtual machines, or anything we have created, every time we were using a resource Azure RM resource group block in order to create firstly the resource group, and then we were putting all the resources inside it. But this time what we'll do, we'll create resource group manually on the cloud, and then we'll use that resource group in our Terraform configuration. So just like what we'll do, suppose if we have created a resource group with name example on cloud, so we'll declare a data block here. And now when we'll create a virtual network, so in that virtual network, we need to pass two information related to resource group. One is the location, one is the resource group name. So this time, how we'll call these two parameters? By using data dot Azure RM resource underscore group dot example dot name. So here in case of name, I'm passing similar way, data dot Azure RM resource group dot example dot name. Similarly for location, we'll using this data dot Azure RM resource group dot example dot location. So in this way we can give reference of already created resource to the newly created resource that we are going to create using this Terraform block. So in this way, we're going to use this particular data block in our Azure virtual network. So why I'm putting this concept now, because as of now it is easy to understand that how we can use it, but in my next video I'm going to share a video related to key vault where we actually store our secret. So I'll show how we can use that secret management using key vault in my next video. So there we'll use this data block, and there I'll show you that how important this data block is, because we'll create that key vault from the Azure Cloud manually, and there we'll store a secret, and we'll pass those secret in our Terraform configuration. So in this way, we'll do a secret management using Key Vault in my next video. But in order to understand that video, we need to firstly understand what is data source block and how we use it, and how we give reference of that data block in our Terraform configuration. So if we'll go to this theory part, so for this video, theory part is over. It was not much in this theory, but we need to actually get understand that from where we'll get this data block and how we get reference to this data block in our code. So I hope this theory session is clear to everybody, but if you are still having doubt related to theory, so now we'll be proceeding with the practical demo, and we'll do it practically, and now the concept will get more clear if the things is not get clear with the theory piece. So let's move to our practical demo now. Okay guys, so this was the code that we have created in our previous video also. So this was the code where I was creating multiple machine using count in Terraform. So that concept we have covered, but now I'll use the same code, but this time I'll not create resource group. What I'll do, I'll create resource group manually on the cloud, and I'll use reference of that resource group in our same Terraform configuration. So what we'll do first, we'll firstly go and create a resource group on cloud. So let's go here. Let's go to the cloud, and here we can go to resource group, and in this resource group we can click on create, and here we can give the same name that we were doing using our previous Terraform configuration. I'm giving the same name as example, and reason I'm taking South India because it is near to me, so it will be less costly. So the name is given as example and region is South India. Let's go to tag, next go to review and create a resource group. So now our resource group is created here. Now we need to use this resource group in our configuration. So firstly what we'll do, we'll search on Google that how we can use data source for Azure RM and then resource group. Okay, so we'll get a link of Terraform registry, which is registry.terraform.io. We'll go to this link, and here we'll see what our parameters are required. So this is basically the data block that we need to use. This is actually taking output related to the thing, but we don't want to get it output. So what we'll do, we'll just copy it and we'll use this in our code. So here we don't need this resource group block now because that is already created, so we'll remove it, and then what we'll do, we'll put the data source block here. So in this data source block, what is the requirement? We need to give the name of the resource group that we have created. So the name of the resource group is example. Okay, and once this is done, now we need to change the reference everywhere we are using that resource group and its location. So we are done with this data block, and after that we are going to virtual network. So in this virtual network, we need to change the position related to location and resource group name. So guys, one thing I just want to tell here, that those who are new, those who are not known to this code, so you can refer to my previous video where I have clearly explained step by step creation of this code, how we can make connection of Terraform with the Azure cloud. So everything is explained in step by step procedure. So just refer to those videos, and I'm using the same code. So this code I'm not sharing anywhere on any GitHub or something, because this we can create by self. So there is no need to get it shared over some repository or something. If you'll refer to my previous video, you'll be able to create this code by yourself, because I haven't done anything by taking reference of somewhere or something else. I'm just using this registry.terraform.io, and all this code I get referred from there, and this can easily be created using that particular registry provided from Terraform side. So now what we need to do, we need to use this data block in our other blocks where we were referring to the resource group. So what we'll do, we'll go to the location block and we'll remove it because it is referring to resource group location. So what we'll do this time, we'll go with a data block and we'll call it with Azure RM resource group example dot, and we need location. So we can place location. In case of resource group name, we can go here and we can use the data block. So just use data and Azure RM resource group dot example dot. The next feature we need is the name. So we are good with it. In case of subnet, what we need to give here, it is the resource group name only. So in case of resource group name, we'll give resource group name here. So we'll use data block with example dot. Now we need name. So it's the name. Similarly, in case of public IP, we need resource group name and location both. So here we need to refer it with the help of data block. So we'll go with data block, and here we'll go with name. Okay. And in case of location, we need to give the same here. So it's easy. It's not that much difficult, but very important concept, because if we want to use something that is already created, so this is the way we can do it. So we'll go with location. It is also good. In case of network interface, what is required is the name and the location. So we'll go with firstly location. So it is data Azure RM example dot location. So we need to be careful that in case of location, we need to pass location, and in case of name, we need to pass name, else this code will get fail if we interchange these value. So we'll go here and we'll go with name here. So we are good. And after that, in case of IP configuration, nothing is required. In case of Azure network security group, we need location and the resource group name. So here we need to refer that data Azure RM example dot location. Okay, and in case of resource group name, we need to go to data Azure RM resource group example dot name. Okay, and in case of security rule, I don't think so anything is required related to name and location. In case of network interface security group association, we also don't need anything related to that. In case of virtual machine, we need location and resource group name here, so we'll change it here. So data with example dot name we need, and in case of location, we'll give location. Okay, so we are good here. Let's see whether there is any other parameter that we need to change. Computer name, admin username, no. Count, nothing. Interface name, caching, storage account type, I think we are done. Anywhere else we are not using this resource group name and location. So we'll go through it again. We have created data source. How we can call it? Data dot Azure RM resource group dot example dot name. So in case of virtual network, in case of location, we are passing the location. Resource group name is the name. Similarly, name, we are passing name, and here we don't need any location, so we are good. And in case of public IP, we need location and name. So in case of name, we are passing name. Location, we are passing location. In interface also, in location we are passing location, name is name. And in case of security group, we are passing location and name. We are good. After that, in case of virtual machine, we need to pass location and we need to pass name. So we have given correct reference of everything here. Okay, so now let's save its configuration. We can open a terminal. We can go to new terminal, and here we need to firstly do initialization using Terraform init command. So this is the first command that we need to use every time we use Terraform. So those who are new, if you'll refer to my previous video, I have also explained that what this Terraform init do, what all files it create in backend, why it is required, what it is actually do, and why we need to get it execute first. So everything I have explained in my previous video. So let me give us some description that what we are doing with this Terraform init. So basically in provider.tf file, we have declared that we need to download Azure Provider first. So that's why we are doing Terraform init. It also initialize backend in the in the back. So as of now we are not declaring any backend, so it will treat it as a local as a backend. So it basically create a .terraform file where it will download the required plugin according to provider.tf, and it will apply a lock to that version that we have used in our provider.tf. So now let's do a Terraform plan and check whether it works correctly or not. So let's go firstly with Terraform plan. So it is a kind of dry run that what it is going to create over the cloud. So it will show us here. So we haven't seen any error related to that. So we are good with it. And it is going to create 7 resources. So why 7 resources? Because one is virtual network, two is subnet, third is public IP, fourth is network interface, fifth is network interface security group, and then an association sixth, and then seventh is the Azure virtual machine. So that's why it is giving 7 resources needs to create. So if we'll go with apply, then it will actually create everything over cloud, because this is actually the actual run. But in case of plan, we were just running the dry run. So we need to pass here auto approve option, so that it will not ask for any input related to whether you want to continue or not. So it will not ask for yes or no, it will directly execute. So let's give a hit to this command and let's check whether it works properly or not. So it is going to start creating resources. So here we can see it is starting from virtual network, and then public IP, and then network security group and its association. So this time it is not creating your resource group, because we are using the originally created a resource group over the cloud. So when we work in projects, so definitely there will be this kind of concept, because suppose if we are working in a project and they are saying that we need to create subnet in the existing vnet. So in that case, we need to use a data source related to your virtual network. And over there, we need to create some subnets. So every time we don't need to create resource, rather we need to reuse the data of originally created resource. So this feature is very important, and this is 100% going to use in any project wherever you will work, because this is the feature that is used most of the time, because every time we don't need to create new resources. So in this way, we have just consumed the already created resource over crowd, which was resource group. And in that resource group, now I'm creating all these resources. So once this virtual machine will get create, then I'll show you. So now this virtual machine has been created. Okay, and once this virtual machine has been created, we can go to cloud, and here in the resource group, if we'll go it here, so here we'll see all the resources created here, just like public IP is created, security group is created, virtual machine is created, and NIC card, VNet, everything that we have declared in our configuration is created. So now let's go to the virtual machine here, and let's try get logged in, so that we can actually get an idea whether everything is working or not. So we'll use its public IP, and then we'll get logged in inside it. So this is the IP. Now going inside it, and I'm giving its username and password. Okay, so I'm able to log into this machine. So from where I'm seeing this username and password, so those who are new, let me tell you that in the Azure RM Linux machine resource, I have passed admin username and password. So I'm using these value. So in this way, we have successfully completed our practical demo related to data sources also. So why I have used this data source video as of now, because in my next video, I'm going to use Key Vault. So in Key Vault, these are basically the credential that is right now exposed and everybody can see, but I'll keep these username and password in my key vault, and I'll give reference of that key vault here, so that it will not get visible to anyone, and it will get referenced directly to the key vault. So guys, I'm done with my today's video. So once we are done, we always need to perform destroy, as these resources consume cost over the cloud. So as we are doing as a testing, so we can do it, but when we work on project, we don't destroy these things, because we just need to get it create, and those things get run over there, we don't destroy. But when we do it practically for our free accounts, so as of now it is free, but once it will get paid, so there will be some cost behind it. So once we are done with any practical demo, we can clean it up. And in case of Azure, it is very easy to get it cleaned also, because here we are having resource group concept. So with this destroy command, we are getting it delete, but if we want to get it delete manually also, so we can simply delete the resource group from the console, and everything will get cleared. So guys, I'm done with today's video. So I hope if everything was not clear in the theory session, now it got clear with the practical demo. And I hope you like this video. If you like this video, just give a like to this video, and please also subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.